Hello, Kim Fest friends. I'm so excited to be joining you this year virtually. My name is Trista Whitaker, and I am so excited to be talking to you all about emotional support and emotional well-being and ways that we can support our bodies. And I feel like this is so important, especially right now. Anyone that it seems has had any emotional struggles that's just amplified so much more right now, especially with COVID and being locked down and all of the struggles. So I am also a nurse in the Treasure Valley here, and I see so much more of a need for this. So I'm so excited to be here and talk to you. So I am specifically going to be talking about Young Living essential oils today because they are therapeutic and high quality. They have a commitment, in fact, a guarantee that they are involved in every step from the plant all the way through the shipment. So they will give you the best benefits. Not talking about oils that you can get online or at your grocery store or something, because I can't guarantee that those benefits would be the same. So specifically Young Living today, I'm sure that you all have experienced where you have a smell and it takes you back to your childhood or to the time when your mom baked cookies, or those smells just stick with us. And that's because our sense of smell is directly linked to our limbic system. So when you have those smell molecules, they go into your nose and they cause a vibration, and that goes directly into your limbic system where your emotions are stored. And I think that's so cool because you can impact your emotions by a smell, and you can remember things with the smell. And all the rest of our senses, they go through our thalamus and then cause a reaction, whereas smells, you smell it and then have a reaction. So if you have your hand on a hot stove, you don't immediately have an emotional response, you have a physical response first. You move your hand. You see that with little kids, they move their hand right away and then they might start crying because then they have the pain. So there are many different essential oils that you can use to support your emotions, and everybody is different. Everybody has different needs and different experiences in their past, and so something that works really well for me, it might be something different that you like. So for me, I found early on, my mother-in-law passed away, and it was pretty traumatic for me and scary, and I had a lot of fear that was building up inside of me, and it was causing me to really struggle to drive and be out and about, and that was really hard. So I started using an oil called Valor, and it helped me so tremendously. So for me now, I use this one every single day, and I just take the oil and put a drop or two on my forearm and rub them together, and I usually try and take a moment and let that fear go. So I'll take a breath and breathe so much deeper than we normally do and allow that oil to go into my limbic system and help with my emotions and help stabilize me. And for me, this has really helped with things like my anxiety and especially my fear. And I know fear is something that we all experience in our lives, and some of us more than others. So that one has been so helpful and so huge for me. And I know a lot of people that really benefit from that one. We also love to use Valor with the kids, especially if they are feeling fearful before bed, or if they are going to daycare and need a little bit of extra support and love, or if they have a test coming up, something like that, we love to use Valor then. Another thing that I love to use is White Angelica, especially if I am taking on other people's emotions or feelings. So if you are right-brained, you may have that tendency a little bit more to feel what other people feel and allow their emotions to get in on your emotions. So if you have somebody that's sad or upset, you may have those same emotional responses, and this helps to kind of protect your heart. So this one has really been helpful for me in that aspect. Sometimes I'm left-brained, sometimes I'm right-brained, but when I'm feeling a little bit more right-brained, I use that oil. I use Believe a lot with the kiddos. I have 3 kids, and I love diffusing that one at night especially. It's so comforting and soft. It's such a soft smell, and it's so sweet to just diffuse that at night and just imagine all that we're supporting our kiddos with and protecting them. And then Joy is so beneficial. I like to put that one on my heart and take a moment again to breathe and remember that I can find joy, I can have joy, and give myself those positive affirmations. And frankincense is a huge one. It's very grounding, kind of like if you like that feeling of being in the forest or going to the beach, kind of that back to nature kind of feeling, that grounding feeling. Frankincense is your go-to oil for that. Two other essential oils that are great for basic emotional support are Stress Away. This one smells like it has some vanilla in it, so it smells kind of like an island getaway. And Peace and Calming. I really love this one. Both are really good at just kind of an everyday kind of use. Some others that I use a lot are things like Release, that helps me a little deeper level. Inner Child, kind of connecting with my youth and bringing back that joy. And Transformation, I really enjoy that oil, very much like Valor. So those are some of my top picks as far as my emotional support oils. Another thing that I love to use is this book. It's called Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. Just looking at something simple like, let's see here, if you're having the feeling of bitterness, the opposite of that is connected. So you need some connections. The affirmation that you can say to yourself is, I accept my uniqueness. Isn't that so beautiful? I accept my uniqueness. I accept my uniqueness. You always want to say it 3 times. The oil would be Forgiveness. So you could put that oil on and it tells you where to put it. So on your gallbladder. And it has a picture in the charts of where exactly you would put that. Yes, so about at your xiphoid process, centered on that side, on the right side, you would put your oil there, and that will help feelings of bitterness. So anger is usually stored in our liver, and oftentimes when we're dealing with anger or really any emotion that's kind of a negative emotion, we tend to push them down and not deal with them, or at least I do, especially if you're left-brained. You tend to deal better, which is really just means stuff them down a little bit better. And oils really help you to let go and deal with that process. So sometimes it can bring up some past feelings or frustrations or sadness, but it really helps you to deal with that, and that way the next time you can let go of your past and move forward. So those positive affirmations are so cool. I really think that it is so important what we say out loud and what we think, because our words are our reality, and even if it's not true. So giving yourself those positive affirmations, giving yourself those positive words, even if you're not feeling it yet, it can so strongly impact your day. So another positive affirmation that I love to use is, I am worthy. That's a great one to use. And remember, our smells connect things even more to our brain, because when you have a smell connected, it's easier to pull that memory out. So if you use an oil, smell it and say, I am worthy, then the next time you can pull that memory back and remind yourself that you are worthy. I would love to hear from you and what positive affirmations you use. Maybe add some to the ones that I use, or which ones you liked the most that I use already. That would be awesome. So another thing that I love doing is running an iTovi scanner, and this measures the frequency of my body. Every living thing has a frequency, and it tells me what oils I would benefit from. So when I have a scan done, the oils come up like that. It also shows me how my emotions are doing and what body systems need a little bit more support. So I love using that to just another tool for me to see what oils I would benefit from. Anybody that lives in the Treasure Valley, I would love to meet up and we can run a scan and we can talk through different things. That would be such a blessing to me. So I would love to do that. If you're not in the Treasure Valley and are interested, I can definitely get you hooked up. So just let me know. All right, I'm about out of time, but I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for watching and participating. Thank you to Lisa and Chelsea for putting this together. This has been so fun, and I am so honored to be part of it. I just wanted to say, if there is anybody that needs some help, resources, anything that I can do for you, please reach out. I would love if you would follow me on Facebook or Instagram. And if you have any questions, please reach out. I am happy to talk about oils all day long. We can talk about Jesus. We can talk about your struggles. You know, I would love to be part of your life, and I am so thankful that you gave me this opportunity. I hope you have a great day and be blessed. Thanks so much.